Encore. Very good. That's Hannah Hall from Maui on the guitar. Great job. Okay, let's hear your next one. You wrote a song, right? So, do you have any originals?
All I can remember.
Okay. Well, just go for one. This is great. Usually I have to play at the red lights. So this is Kapiolani Avenue. A lot of these main streets are named after princes and princesses.
Now, how long did it take you to enunciate some of these?
Years. Yeah, it takes a while. After you hear somebody else say it, you kind of mess up for a while. And then the A-E-I-O-U thing really helped me.
Yes.
Yeah. And then just read street signs after a while. Kind of figure it out. So, yeah, we have a Walmart a couple blocks over. And that one block down, we've preached on that corner before. Rex, he goes around all these different spots. He preaches everywhere. So he's one guy that if somebody wants to get serious about doing it on a regular basis,
Wow.
yeah, he's out there. There's another guy, Bill Talley, Brother Bill. He's a black guy. He goes out about 9:30 to 10 o'clock and preaches till midnight almost every night. And I keep keying this one same spot. And he just sits on the wall just preaching. And he does it 6 days a week. And he's done it for 18 years.
Wow.
And yeah, but he reads NIV. Yeah. Anyway, stuff like that, you know. But he's always hitting no sex before marriage, you know, homosexuality. He comes against sin and he preaches the gospel. So I support him 100%.
Amen.
You know, we just don't talk theology with Brother Bill. Don't talk about the Bible version issue or theology with him. Nope. So I try to avoid that. But yeah, I never try to stop a street preacher at all, you know, if they're preaching Jesus Christ and Him crucified. I'm sure that's one of your big things working with us. Everybody's got their different theologies, yeah.
I'd be by myself if I want to argue with everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, which is why I appreciate you, man. You know, I mean, I've watched, I guess I got into this whole thing with Jesse Morrell first, I guess. I started watching his videos. My ex-wife found a video of him it's called Antinomianism. Never heard of the word, but his little sermon on that, it like sparked me back to life, you know, from my like just lukewarm churchianity going to church thing. You know, I've always wanted to witness, and I did a lot, but when I found him, and then it led me to you, and then Mike Armstrong, and then the whole network online, I just didn't know, man. And I'm like, wow, it just got me back to life, because in 1994 I got saved, and the first thing I did was I went out street witnessing all over the place, you know, and giving out these copies of our church invitation, you know, to come to church, you know, and I was just like inviting everybody to church and trying to pray with people. I got born again, you know, and it's like, but then about a year later, I kind of went into just doing churchianity. I went to church, you know, and it's because of these pastors that with these watered down gospel, you know, you just go to church. You know?
Did you just video yourself? You should put that on YouTube.
I am videoing right now, actually.
It's on. It's going.
The thing with Jesse Morrell and Ruben.
Yeah, that's
very important information.
He's got.
Yeah, so I know everybody gets into street preaching because of influence. I'm sure if they see another guy doing it, or else you just did it naturally when you got saved, you know. And for me, it was several, a decade or more of just lukewarm going to church. I wouldn't say I was lukewarm, but I was around churchianity people.
Yeah.
They wouldn't go outside of the four walls and talk about Jesus, you know. Very few of them would. I mean, I've always done that ever since I got saved. But, you know, and I always tried to invite people to church. That was my whole thing. You want to go to church? You know, let's go to church. You know, bring them to church.
So what's this here, brother?
This is the convention center.
Yeah, it looks like a convention center.
It's the Hawaii Convention Center.
You want to know where to preach? Just watch your convention center. There'll be religious conferences, you know, this and that. There's all kinds of stuff that takes place in that building.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we had the JW convention here.
There you go.
You name it. Yeah. We hit that one. This is the main drag into Waikiki, Kalakaua Avenue. It's named after King Kalakaua. I guess he was the last monarch in Hawaii. And so this stream right here is the Alawai Canal. It wraps around Waikiki. So now we're in Waikiki. Ties in with the ocean over there. It goes up and down with the tide. We have a nominal tide. It goes about 1.5 feet up, 1.5 feet down from zero.
Wow.
Nothing like in LA. I'm sure it goes up 4 feet, 5,
wow.
5 feet. Yeah. Pretty rainy. Building a new, that's the Ritz-Carlton, Waikiki.
Wow.
It's condos and a hotel, but...
What is it, about 40 stories?
Yep. That's King Kalakaua right there, statue. There's a lot of these little tiny parks here. You can preach if you want.
Very clean, big city, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they keep it clean because we have a lot of tourists.
Big city.
Yeah, they go through every day and clean it. They don't want to have anybody having bad pictures, you know, apparently. It gets expensive from on here down, you know, everything, you know.
Yeah, you can tell you're in a different zip code.
Beverly Hills part of town here. I just like saying that, Swarovski. This street right here, Lures, there's a bar here called Kelly O'Neill's. It's an Irish pub, but that's like one of the main bars. You can preach here, and then across the Moose McGillicuddy's is across the street, dance bar. So you can just stand in there with a banner, you know. But on these corners, we sit on these corners. You know, I've walked all through Waikiki with a bullhorn and banner, just walking, just preaching.
This guy.
There's Victoria Has No Secrets.
I thought they were closing those stores down.
I don't know, not here. This wall right here, there's like a wall behind this hedge. That's where Brother Bill sits and preaches right here. Every day. He preaches right at the front of the Axe store there. There's always a ton of people, and then street performers will preach, or they'll dance right there on that corner. So this is a great corner to come and preach, but they'll get angry if you start preaching here, like, because the street preachers are the street performer guys. So. Hotel on the right, the Moana Surf Rider, was the second hotel ever built in Waikiki.
The second?
Second. It's really beautiful. Yeah, this is where we kind of preach right over here for the parade. On that side over here. We ended up preaching right along this wall right here.
Wow.
Where we preach? What's the building?
Moana Surf Rider. And then this corner over here is our main corner where we set up and preach right on this corner. And there's just always tons of people at night. Just right in front of these two trees where we set up and preach.
Yeah, we were.
That's the
nice
corner.
little artery, man.
That's a nice artery, yeah. And then the police station's right across the street, so the cops are always parked here. So if you want to just, it's a good place. It's like starting surfing, you know. It's a good place to start street preaching, you know, and then branch out. And then there's the Duke Kahanamoku statue right there. He's like the grandfather of surfing.
The grandfather of surfing.
He brought surfing to the world, you know, pretty much. He was a famous surfer. He was actually an Olympic swimmer, but he also surfed, and he went around the world giving demonstrations of surfing. Yeah. So this is Waikiki Beach right here. It's really nasty right now,
Lots
unfortunately.
of songs about this place.
Oh yeah. You guys never been here?
No.
Wow. Oh my
Well,
gosh.
we were here, you know, you fly into a convention or something.
You're like me. I've never been to Maui really. I got to go on tour around Maui. I've never seen it. I've been through the airport once. Yeah, that's it. I went to the airport once. I went to Kauai. I was in one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies as an extra.
Really?
I gave Johnny Depp a Gideon Bible and Penelope Cruz.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm in the ship scenes with Blackbeard. I'm the bald pirate in the ship scenes. I gave everybody
Wow.
Bibles, and it's a whole different thing. This is a bad tree here too.
That's amazing. Those things are amazing.
Yeah.
They just surfing in.
It's kind of wet to get out. I was gonna take a picture here, but it's awfully wet. Maybe we'll just kind of skip that.
Well, Dave Freeman doesn't judge. Whether they're girls or guys, they can wear bikinis. She takes some lessons from there.
Yeah, we're getting rained on here. Oh man.
Those guys are up in their neck. Is that water that deep?
Yeah, it's pretty deep. Yeah, it's probably like 4 to 6 feet, 8 feet deep
Wow.
out there. It's pretty shallow actually. 3 days, cloudy. It says cloudy today. You think we should get some rain gear for this game in case it gets really soaking wet? You can buy like little rain jackets and stuff at the ABC stores.
Little poncho things?
Little ponchos.
Yeah.
You can get some of those.
I'm more concerned about the megaphone.
Yeah, the megaphone.
I can hold it under the umbrella.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have some breaks, you know. The zoo is on the left here. That's our zoo. It's actually a really nice zoo. Lots of animals. It's not real big, but. And then they have the Waikiki Shell over here. It's a little venue where they have concerts, outdoor amphitheater right there. Pretty nice. That's Diamond Head up here.
Diamond Head.
Yeah, I was gonna drive up inside there.